Post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome and your ERISA disability insurance claim. Lyme's disease is an infectious disease that is spread by the bite of infected tick that carries the bacteria associated with Lyme disease. Now, early Lyme disease symptoms can include a bullseye rash, and that occurs in approximately 70% of Lyme disease cases. The early signs and symptoms of Lyme generally take 3 to 30 days following a tick bite, and they can include headaches, fatigue, muscle or joint aches, swollen lymph nodes. Later Lyme disease symptoms can occur if the Lyme disease goes untreated, and that can include headaches, stiffness in the neck, bullseye rash in multiple parts of the body, facial palsy with drooping on one side or both, pain and swelling in the joints, especially the knees and other major joints like the hips, shooting pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or the feet, problems with short-term memory, flu-like symptoms, and fatigue. There can also be symptoms involving the brain and the nervous system, and the heart and the circulatory system. Now, these symptoms can disappear and reappear on a random basis. That can make the diagnosis difficult, and it can make it hard to win a disability claim. There is something called post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome. Disability carriers and plans for years have mishandled Lyme disease syndrome cases. They'll often contest the diagnosis, the treatment, and the policyholder's response to treatment using a liar-for-hire physician who don't believe, amazingly, in Lyme disease, or will contest the results of your testing to say that it's not really consistent with Lyme disease. Now, post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome is no exception, particularly since there's been a dispute in the medical community about the nature and causes of PLDS. If Lyme disease is caught early enough, it will typically be treated by a short course of antibiotics. Unfortunately, some individuals will experience post-treatment symptoms that are attributable to the lingering Lyme disease. Some physicians believe that these lingering symptoms are part of the body's immune response. Disability carriers, on the other hand, believe that Lyme disease should be cured with a 2 to 4 week course of antibiotics. They don't get that approximately 10% of patients will continue to experience pain, fatigue, arthralgia-like pain in joints, memory impairment, sleep disturbance, numbness, and that those symptoms are legitimate. Now, there's no proven treatment for PTLS, and the lingering symptoms can continue to disable you from performing your own or any occupation. Research has shown that additional prolonged antibiotic treatment hasn't been effective, and in fact, it can lead to other complications. This will play into the hands of disability insurance carriers or plans. Many disability policies or plans require that you get reasonable and appropriate medical treatment, and you should be discussing with your physician treatment options for managing your symptoms. Now, I will tell you that disability carriers and plans are skeptical of holistic treatments and natural supplements and detoxification, all those sorts of things. You will expect and should expect at some point that the disability carrier is going to deny or terminate your benefits. If you have an ERISA disability policy or plan, you'll only have 180 days in which to file an appeal. That is the trial of your case. It should be taken seriously, and you can't pass go. You've got to go through this appeals process. You should be hiring an experienced attorney such as myself who handles PTLDS cases. If you have a question about your rights to benefits or the disability carrier is robbing you of your peace of mind, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation. I can help you get the disability benefits you deserve regardless of where you live in the United States and regardless of who your disability carrier might be.